Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the weekend. It's Saturday the 26th. I'm going to try and be a bit quiet because the kids are still asleep. I know I'm totally out of whack for everybody, but you get alive. You just have to watch the recording. All right, so I'd like to pay my respects to the spirits of the land here where it's overcast, but it's quiet. Oh, no, I can hear someone getting up. All right, I decided to get on because it is a big weekend. All right, so starting with today, we have the moon is now in Aries. So, good morning, how are you? So the moon is now in Aries. It does conjunct Mercury at 8 a.m. Um, so we've got our thoughts. I know, right? We've got Ben here. We've got our thoughts, Mercury in Aries, connecting in with our emotional state. All right, and at 8:30, Mercury is in conjunct. All right, so adjustment required to Lilith in Scorpio. So that's a bit like Lilith plays a part in this. Blah 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 blah. All right, so it's a big weekend, and this is why I wanted to try and explain it all. All right, um, so we've got this Mars Pluto opposition happening at 10:30. Oh my god, what day is it? It's the 26th. Oh, I forgot my. Oh, sorry, 10 a.m. tomorrow. Oh, I'm still waking up. All right. So the Mars Pluto opposition is at 10 a.m. tomorrow. At the same time, or around the same time, we have the Moon conjunct Chiron. And then the Sun is opposing Lilith. All right, so Moon, today we make a mental connection with our emotions. All right, Mercury comes and meets the Moon. And then Mercury says some sort of truth. All right, so Mercury makes some sort of adjustment to, because it's connected in with how we feel, it says some sort of truth, all right? It makes an adjustment as far as Lilith, don't tell me what to do, think, be, act, like that whole no, I'm going to do my thing in Scorpio. So there's some sort of deep truth that is going to start to come out. Now this starts this initiates our full-on just the dominoes continue to fall. All right, so we need to be careful today, Saturday, that we say what we mean, but we know that your words can crack open something deeper in ourselves and others. All right, so watch what you say. Now, yes, the moon's in Aries, and yes, it's Mercury and Lilith, but Venus has moved on from Saturn. All right, she's understood the assignment. All right, remember, I've been talking about this for ages. Venus has gone in and she's gone over Saturn, which is hard lessons. She's also touched on the North Node, which is, what direction should I really be traveling in? And then she's gone over, she's had that full moon in Libra where all of these things have become made aware to herself. She's turned direct pretty much instantly and started to move on from all these things. All right, so she's gone back over the North Node. She's felt into what it is I truly want and desire. I'm going to move forward. And then she's gone back over Saturn. And is it realistic? Is it real? All right. So that was yesterday morning. Now I didn't do a live yesterday, but at 9 a.m. yesterday morning was when Venus touched on that Saturn. All right. So there could have been some bringing down or just as a reality check, really a reality check. All right. So as you can see, there's all of these things just sort of unfolding, and that's because of that. Like I said, it's going to form a grand square. So I don't know how many people are putting Lilith into the mix, but with the Sun opposing Lilith, all right? So the Sun in Taurus, comfort, security, values, ruled by Venus. Venus has done her work. She's moving on, and the Sun opposing Lilith in Scorpio. It's like, well, these are the truths of my soul. All right. Now these two are exactly square the Mars in Leo opposition Pluto in Aquarius. So this truth starts to instigate the grand square. All right, so we don't want it to be explosive. We want Mars in Leo to have the pride and self-confidence and leadership that it takes to transform these future hopes, dreams, directions, have influence where we can help the masses. All right, so maybe our leadership helps groups of people rather than we're having atomic um, explosions because our ego is so large. All right, so I hope this makes sense. All right, let me stop and I'll see if there's anybody here. Hello, good morning, Deb. Good morning, Cara. Hello, Susan, Anita. Hello, Halisha. How you going? Oh yeah, I had to jump in early. I hope that makes sense to you guys. All right. So yeah, like I was saying. So once the moon, I'll go back to the beginning. You know me so well by now, so I know you're following on slightly. All right. So we have the Mercury conjunct the moon. Oh my God, I'm so aware of how I'm feeling. All right. Mercury in conjunct Lilith. Fuck, I really need to say the truth to whoever needs to hear it. Remembering, like I said, that we need to watch that we don't unintentionally trigger people with rash words because we need to say what we mean, but know that our words are potentially dangerous. All right, whether it's to ourselves or others, and maybe not dangerous, but triggering. You could fucking poke the bear. So just be careful today, because then tomorrow, I'm going into Sunday, we have the moon conjunct Chiron at 7 a.m. All right, so we want that moon in Aries to be moving towards Chiron, and instead of it causing wounds, all right, we want it to cause healing. We want it to, you know, we want it to level us up. We don't want it to raise our blood pressure. We don't want to be getting headaches because we're not processing our emotions. Okay, so this is just this continuing on thing. All right, so if we start the day tomorrow with leadership and respect, and then we add Lilith, which is going to bring in that truth. All right, and also the truth shows the evidence of the past. All right, this is a really important one for this Pluto Mars stuff, because it's the third hit. All right, so, and history shows astrological patterns. All right, so we can go back. I watched something a little bit ago. I think it was the World Astrology Report, and he was saying that the first atomic bomb chart is being triggered by these events. All right, so we don't want it to have all of these really ego-driven people going, I've got a big red shiny button and I'm going to push it if you don't do what I say. Like, that's not the type of thing we want. We want leadership. We want people that care about their people. So same goes for your family. You really can tear shreds off people, or you can have a really you know a quality conversation about the honest truths, about add in compassion and feeling and concern for the future generations, or the future of the relationship. All right, um, so tomorrow the moon is going to be square Mars and Pluto for most of the day. All right, so let's use this as an opportunity to build rather than destroy. Okay, so you know, so there's that Aries moon, which is quite feisty and immature if it just wants to rush into battle. All right, it can be very strategic. All right, it is Mars ruled, but it's more of a foot soldier than a strategist general. Okay, so we need to be very aware of how we're expressing our emotions. Okay, so like I said, that Mars opposition Pluto is exact at 10 a.m. So just like I said, speak your truth with awareness. Watch your ego. Let things go, because life will always be there. Honor your body and connect in with your senses. Oh my God, I had this experience yesterday. Like I sort of said in the words, I couldn't find any joy. There was no words. There was no. And then when I felt into it, it was like a really solar plexus feeling. It was a physical sensation. It's like I think I'm missing something, you know. So in my world, I'm like, I think I'm missing a crucial mineral, or I don't know. I'm just like, I think this is a physiological thing more than a mental thing. So I hope that makes sense too. All right, now this is all going to lead on until Monday's new moon in Taurus. All right, so the moon does move into Taurus at 5:17 p.m. on Sunday. All right, so we've got all of this active processing happening that is quite huge. And then at 5 p.m. or 5:17, oh, we're going to slip back into our senses. All right, well, or we're going to get our senses back. All right, so then we move into Venus's realm. Okay, so Venus is still in Pisces, you know, so she's still trying to make everything nice and play nicely. She moves into Aries on Thursday the 1st. So when she moves into that Taurus new moon, it is still quite gentle. Okay, so 5:30 a.m. on Monday morning, after we find ourselves in that quite dark place, maybe we are excited for the potential that we know we can dream up. We know it's going to take work, but it can be done. All right, so on Monday, we're looking to, I hope this just sort of gives you a bit of an overview that, you know, the maybe the light at the end of the tunnel type of thing, because you do have permission to choose what is truly valuable for you. So going into these experiences, rather than poking the bear, you're trying to be honest about the depths of your soul. You're trying to express what your values are. All right, so it's not a tit for tat. It's a, my words are important to me. Okay, so what kind of life are you planting? Does it reflect your real value and your real self? And you know, on a different level, you know, maybe there are new habits or commitments that you can make. Because if things aren't working for you and it does get to that explosive state, then we want to be able to mitigate with some gentle, you know, good habits and things like that. So let me just check to see if there's anyone here again. Oh, not anyone here. Who else is here? Oh, you're welcome, Susan. Oh, hello, Barbara. How are you? I hope you guys are having fun in Queensland. So yeah, ladies, you know, yeah, I hope you just cruise through this weekend. And like I said, remember, it ends in a beautiful new moon on Monday morning. And even just that fact, we are in the full dark of the moon right now. All right, this is a time where we're supposed to be, you know, sitting quietly. You know, we're not quite under a rock, but where there's no light in the moon. Um, we don't want Mercury in Aries to rush in and be like, do something about it. Mm, might not be the might not be the clearest time to be acting upon intentions like that. So so yeah, there you go, ladies. I will see you all Monday morning. By that time, you know, it's only a couple of hours past the new moon, so maybe on Monday morning when we see each other, we can do your new moon intentions. You know, just, you know, speak your truth this week. Remember, Lilith is in play, all right? So don't let all this masculine energy, Mars opposition Pluto, um, you know, take away from the fact that the sun is in Taurus, looking for comfort, security, and value, opposing Lilith in Scorpio, who just wants raw honesty and your values to be seen and heard. So you're awesome. I've got my class today at 2, and then I'm going to go hang out with the lovely Deborah after that. So yeah, I hope you're all feeling good, and if you are feeling a little bit not well, you know, I don't feel yuck now, but you know, there's some tender things happening, guys. So hugs to you all, and I will see you Monday. Mwah.